Hello everyone, it's Ellen and welcome back to day 3 of my week of uploads. So today we are journaling about Theo turning 2, which doesn't sound right at all. So Theo is actually 2.5 now. He turned 2 in November and it doesn't feel right. I have a fully grown toddler now. He's no longer a baby. He's always my baby, but I can't really get away with calling him a baby anymore. He's grown up into such a little man. And I have loads of sort of birthday cards and decorations and things, and I thought it'd be really interesting to show you how I added them all into my journal. So the first thing that I'm sticking down here is a collage that I made of my 9 favourite photos of Theo between the ages of 1 and 2. And he looks so young in these now, like his face has completely changed. He doesn't look like the same boy anymore, which is kind of sad. But yeah, I've just added that collage because it's just so cute. And then this piece that says Happy Birthday Theo is a cake topper that I bought. So I made cupcakes for his birthday, and I had these made from a seller on Etsy, and I just stuck them into the cakes. We did a really pared back birthday for Theo this year. The previous year we did a big party for him turning 1, and the reason we did such a big party was that Theo was a lockdown baby and some of his family had never even met him until his first birthday party, so we wanted to make a big celebration out of it. I feel like both of us missed out on quite a lot of things with it being locked down. So yeah, we did a big party and it was lovely, but we wanted to do something a bit more chilled this year. I have a really big family, so for his birthday this year we just had immediate family, so just Theo's grandparents, aunties and uncles, and it was really lovely. Theo had a great time. He doesn't know the difference. He doesn't know he was missing out on anything, and I'm sure once he goes to school he'll want nice big expensive parties, so while we can, we'll try and keep it a bit low key. So I've added this banner to the page, so that's obviously a banner that I put up for his birthday. And then I've got all of these birthday cards. I have so many, obviously, and in previous years I've kept them all. So when he was born and when he turned 1, I've kept every single one because those are really important ones. And I think for other milestones I will keep them for him, but that's not sustainable to do every single birthday. So I needed to find a way to make sure that these cards were used and kept and cherished in a way that doesn't, fill up loads of space. So the way I decided to do that was I've kept all of his sort of ones from me and Brett and his nans, but all the other ones I cut out all of the 2s that were on the cards, and I've used them to just collage this page and just create a decorative page of all the number 2s. And I think this works really well because they're still being used, but in a way where I can continue to do this without taking up loads and loads of room with cards. I hope people don't think I'm cruel for doing that. But I thought it was just an interesting way to make sure that his cards didn't just go to waste, because I don't want to do that. I don't just want to throw them away. I have to do something with them. It's the same as his drawings. I have to keep them in some way, and yeah, this was just an interesting way to keep them. So following on to the next couple of pages, I'm in the middle of a signature with this map paper, and I don't remember why I started doing this, but I like to turn the middle signatures into pockets. So I've got the right hand page I folded over on the outside, just to make it clear that this is a pocket, and then I'm going to stick some double-sided tape down the 2 open sides to make it into a pocket. I hope that's making sense. I've added some washi tape to the opening of the pocket again, just to make it really clear and just to reinforce that pocket as well, because this map paper is quite old and I don't know how stable it is. And then on the inside of the pocket I've collaged Theo's wrapping paper onto the page. So he had Paw Patrol wrapping paper this year. He loves Paw Patrol even still. So yeah, I wanted to make sure I added some of that in as well but it's a tricky one because it isn't, you know, my style of journaling isn't usually Paw Patrol, so I wanted to just add a little peek of that without it being too much, and I think that worked really nicely. So yeah, I've just stuck that on, and then I'll use some double-sided tape to create the pocket, and I also reinforced that with some sellotape. As I said, it's not the strongest paper, so I had to add sellotape on the folded middle seam as well as around all of the edges, but you can't really see it, so it's not so bad. I want to start embellishing my pocket now. So to go inside of the pocket, I'm going to use another birthday card that doesn't have too much on it, so that I can add some journaling and things on it, and some photo. Yes, I did add photos. So I've got this little digger card, and I've just cut it down so that it fits into the pocket nicely. And I've added some journaling onto the front of that because there was a nice area to add, just a couple of words, and then on the back I've added loads of photos. So this is his presents from me and Brett. He got his little kitchen, which he still adores. So yeah, I just did a little pull-out piece again that uses up one of his cards. And then the banner that I added on the previous pages came with this packaging with an open window, and it said happy birthday at the top. You can see it there. So I didn't want to just throw that away, so I've added a photo inside that, and I can actually pull the photo in and out, which is really cool. And then I've just embellished around it to cover up any of the unwanted parts. So I added a sticker that says hugs and a heart, and another one that says together is home. I've then added that to my pocket with some double-sided tape as well. I'll then use that same Simple Stories sticker sheet to add the words fun moments to my pocket, and I've left that as that. I really love this matte paper. I've used it quite a few times in my journal, and I can never bring myself to cover up too much of it because it's beautiful. And I think the colours went really well with Theo's birthday decorations and things as well, so I was really happy with that. I've then got a short, really old vintage paper in my journal, and I didn't want to do too much, so this is very fragile. So I've just used a collage of some photos. It's actually Brett building Theo's kitchen, and I've just stuck them straight onto the page, and I'll just add a couple of caption stickers just to add a tiny bit of journaling, and then I leave that as that. I just doodle around it a little bit. Again, it's really fragile. I didn't want to do too much. I went back to that sticker book that I used previously and just added a sticker that says the little things. And yeah, I did a little dash line all around the border it was just a bit too plain for me. I wanted to add something, and yeah, I've left that as that. So onto the other side of that really fragile paper, I wanted to just reinforce this outer edge, so I've used some really old crepe paper washi tape to do that. It's sort of it was a children's collection. I can't remember for the life of me what it was called, but it was like a magical forest. It was absolutely stunning. So that works really well. It's got all these cute animals on it, and yeah, it just reinforces it a little bit. And then I've got a photo of Theo looking super duper handsome, and a photo from the poster of where we went. So for Theo's actual birthday, we spent the day just me, Theo and Brett, and it was really lovely. We went to a safari play near where we live, and Theo had the best time. We actually went to this again recently, and it's the best soft play that's near us. It's the best soft play I've ever been to. I absolutely loved it, and so did Theo. I think me and Brett had just as much fun as Theo did, so it was a really good way to spend his birthday. We wanted to just have some time, just the three of us, with Brett working full time. It doesn't happen all that much, so we really wanted to celebrate Theo as our little family before then including the rest of our family. So back to my gorgeous picture of my gorgeous boy with just a scrap of blue card that I had laying on my desk, and then added the poster thing as well. And then I'm going to work on the final page, I think. Nope, it's not the final page. I keep going. I'm going to work on the next page. It's more photos of Theo from the safari play. And I've got this pack of Simple Stories journaling bits, which was really lovely. I added a tab to the previous page that I was working on, and I just wrote Theo turns 2, and I stapled that as well again to reinforce it on that really brittle paper. And I'm just going to create a collage on this page, so more photos of Theo at the soft play, some decorative pieces, and I did my journaling on that blue tag that you can see on screen, and then hole punched a hole through my page and added that in with some twine, again another tactile different texture to add to my page. So you can see here I've got my photos stuck down. I'm then going to go back into that sticker book that I've been using, the home style one, and add a few of the circle stickers just to fill up that space that I've got around the photos, so just that blank space. And I also added a ephemera piece that says cherish the moment. I think this is the final page now of Theo's birthday. Again, it's more safari stuff. So at this safari play, they have this mini town, like a role play town. It's absolutely fantastic. So I just had I created a collage of 8 photos from that. And then by this point, I'm kind of done. So I've just used some washi tape either side of where the photo's going to go to just add a bit more colour to the page. I've stuck down my photos, and then I've gone back into the Simple Story sticker book. I've written some captions onto these label stickers and just dotted them around, and I've also added a couple of tiny word stickers and dotted those around too, so they say things like happiness, love you most, you and me, just generic things. And I'm finally finished with Theo's birthday. So yeah, I'm just going to flip through all these pages quickly so you can see what I've done. This was a lot. There's quite a few pages actually. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. And as always, thank you very much for being here. Bye everyone.